Live.
Hey there.
Hey,
Hey.
there.
Ho there.
What's up?
We're as happy as can be. It's another day, another week. Baseball season is over, and now it looks like the
Celebrations have begun.
celebrations have begun. We've got today's show brought to you compliments of Miapa, Cuban Sandwich Latin Cafe. We got yuca fries. We got fried plantains. We got a lot of everyone's got their own mojo to dip. You know, little Cuban sandwich.
It's really good.
Chifles, one of the best plantains around and everything.
Official sponsor.
And A&W,
Turn around.
A&W root beer. But not only is the season over, but now the elections and the selections and the prizes and the awards,
Well,
came out.
Yep.
We've got Manager of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Cy Young Award, MVPs. We've got the Gold Gloves, the Silver Sluggers, and even as we discussed last week, if you didn't win a Gold Glove, the Wilsons Defensive Players of the Year. I thought that's what the Gold Gloves were.
That's what I thought too.
What was the biggest shock to you, Eddie?
I don't know. It was a big shot. I think the only shocking thing was that Kershaw didn't win the Cy Young in the National League. That's the only shocking one. But I see how you can make the case, but I still think that's wrong.
And Bob?
AJ Hinch didn't get Manager of the Year. I really thought he would get it. I mean, I'm not unhappy with Paul Malter. I think it's a good decision, but I really thought that he.
It wasn't Paul Mott, wasn't it? I keep forgetting AJ Hinch is in the American League.
Yeah.
Yep.
Houston moved, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So I thought I was surprised by that, and I was hoping Kershaw would get the side, but Max Scherzer had a great year. He deserved it.
I didn't realize lowest batting average against in like 80 years.
Scherzer?
Scherzer.
That's amazing. 80 years.
80 years. Opponents hit like 129 against them or something ridiculous like that.
That's pretty good.
That's disgusting.
But that's, I don't understand.
But
you guys are,
18-4.
you guys, we'll see how many people are watching this by how many people write in about us eating while we're doing the
Yeah.
show, how very
It's good, too,
unprofessional
by the
it
way.
is. But, hey, it's good.
So,
And no real surprises. But what are your Marlins going to do with MVP award winner, which would be the third one who changed teams? Do you remember the other two?
I know Ken Griffey Jr. did because I saw that when he went to the Reds and he was the reigning MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the other one, or else you wouldn't be asking that question.
I do know the other. I did not know the other one, but I do know the other one now. Someone
Did you
else asked
remember
that
Ken
question.
Griffey Jr. or you didn't know that one either?
I didn't know either one of them.
But I'm right on Ken Griffey Jr.
You're right on Ken Griffey Jr.
I remember that one.
I knew Ken Griffey Jr.
No, you're not. You're incorrect.
Ken Griffey Jr. won and then went to the
With the Reds.
No, he
went
did
to the
not.
Reds. He
You
was
have
the
to look
reigning
it up.
MVP.
Nope.
Well, who you got? Who do you have?
Some guy named Bonds who won with the Pirates.
With the Pirates, and then went to the Giants.
And went to the Giants.
Was that Bobby or Barry?
Barry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very much.
Barry. You know the guy.
Bobby was great though.
Barry, the guy whose head swole over the years.
Yeah.
And that's why
Gigantism. It was.
That's why, because he did. And the other one was
some guy named.
Rodriguez.
Did he really? After the Texas.
After he won at Texas. He actually traded two teams. He went to two different teams. Because he went to Boston and they voided the contract because he was willing to take less money, and the Players Association said no way. Then he ended up with the Yankees. How about that?
I forgot about that.
So will it happen to Giancarlo?
Yes. I think it will.
Look at him.
I think it will.
And I think Derek Jeter coming out saying that they owe him $295 million over the next 10 years, and this team has lost a lot of money, and we can't keep losing money. That's
He built a new stadium.
and people don't go. They went for half a year.
And you think people are going to go if you trade John Carlos?
That's my whole point.
How is that a good business decision? Somebody explain to me
I'd like to know that too.
how taking your boy who speaks Spanish, who is an icon in Miami
Yep.
among the community, and you trade him away, helps you put seats in the ballpark.
You had two, and I remember the talk with Giancarlo started because they had two of those career guys, and they couldn't afford them both. and they basically said Giancarlo's the guy we're not keeping. We're keeping Jose. But then once you lose Jose, that means you keep Giancarlo, I would think.
Why not?
I would think. And they've been talking, pardon me, for a while about him and Yelich going. There was talk about him and Yelich going to the Cardinals. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's the face of your franchise. He's only, is he 28?
27,
27?
28, yeah.
So he's got at least 3 more good years.
Home run hitters.
Yeah, I mean 32.
He's
33.
and he's just now, which is Eddie's big problem with him. He's just now learning how to play a full season.
He did. He played a whole full season, and he traded the guy.
Yeah.
That was the one thing you wanted to prove you could do.
And he did it. I'm GM. I'm taking him. I'll take him.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't think if I'm a opposing team, what team's going to pay him the full $29 million?
Well, I would think the Marlins are going to have to eat some of that, for sure.
I totally disagree. And this sounds really bad, but $29 million in this day and age for Giancarlo Stanton is
that's
a
good
good
deal.
business
I think
decision.
long term, though, how many teams can afford to do it?
what?
How many teams can afford to do it?
That's part of it.
Yeah.
But the teams that can afford to do it are the ones that are going to be in the market for it. Because you can rest assured,
What teams?
The Marlins are not going to trade him
And pay.
and
I would
still
think
pay
not.
part of the contract.
So where do you see him going? I mean, Boston, New York, L.A. I mean, where do you
Because
St. Louis?
think about this. They decide they're going to eat half of it. Mm-hmm. Number one, some
Five?
teams
Half of it?
No, there's no way.
No way they can.
Because some
No way.
team
14 million?
and some teams getting Giancarlo for $14 million a year.
No way.
That's what the Marlins paid Gary Sheffield in 1997.
You're not getting that.
Okay, so in this, and you look at these other guys. Jeter was making $28 million. I mean, Giancarlo in this day and age, $29 million. The Marlins will not have to eat any of it. It was a good decision. They signed him to a good contract for both sides.
I'm not so sure that they won't have to eat part of it. I mean, who else? Who's going to have 15 million? Who's going to have 20 million a year sitting around? Who's got that kind of money under their cap or willing to pay that over on the luxury
Well,
tax?
that's the thing. The Yankees.
Can you imagine Giancarlo and
Well,
Judge in the same outfield? Holy cow!
Pitching around that.
You can't.
And the interesting thing would be
And
see what and the Yankees have the young guys.
And the catcher.
To trade.
What's his name?
Sanchez.
Sanchez. You can imagine that murderer's row right there. Talking about the Bronx Bombers being back. Holy cow!
It'll be interesting.
But
If you're the Red Sox, do you allow that to happen? Don't you get in the bidding war just to
You would
prevent
think
that?
so. You would think so.
And hope and pray that the Dodgers jump in there?
But if they let go of Stanton and Yelich both, I know we're supposed to talk about awards, but I mean, this
this is an award. This is your MVP winner.
But if they let
MVP one.
both of Yelich, who was a fan favorite, I would think as well. I mean, what are you going to
No.
have? 14 people a game? I mean, it's. I love Ozuna, but I love Yelich. I think he's great, and I would be very disappointed as a Marlins fan.
I mean,
to see them
Ozuna.
both go.
And this is the one thing about Stanton is Stanton's on commercials.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you see him on TV.
Yeah.
Yelich and Ozuna, you don't know him. I mean, Stanton is a national. Wherever Stanton goes, he's and can you put a price on that? I mean, bringing that to your franchise. As far as the MVP is concerned, I thought, and we discussed it a little last week, I thought when Votto was the third guy and not Arenado, I thought it was Stanton's. Because as much as Goldschmidt, they won the pennant and everything, coming down the stretch, Goldschmidt wasn't the MVP of his own team. Martinez carried that team.
And Votto finished second.
by 2
But,
points. I mean, it was one of the
How is that even
closest of all
close?
time.
How is that even close?
How do you... I mean, the only rap on Stanton, I thought, was his team didn't win the pennant. His
But
team
neither
wasn't-
did Votto's.
That's my
Right.
point. How do you not vote for Stanton and vote for Votto?
No way.
I can say you don't vote for Stanton because you're going to vote for someone that won.
Goldschmidt didn't win it either. I mean, they got the playoffs, but they didn't win the pennant. They didn't
No,
win,
but
they
at
didn't
the
win their
time,
division.
I know, but this sounds really bad to harp on this. But Eddie, they voted before they were knocked out. The Diamondbacks could have won the World Series, and
well, they
and
could
did- and
have,
those
would have,
voters,
should have.
those voters didn't know that.
I know.
The
That's
Diamondbacks.
again. That's another rant for another day of why you should wait until after the postseason to vote your MVP. But I guess you win the MVP of the postseason. No, you just win the World Series. It's
Series.
the only one that has the MVP.
And the LCSs.
Oh, they have them too?
Yeah.
No
Okay.
division.
All right, no division. So I guess you get your postseason award. Okay,
And-
I can deal with that.
And then what's happening is if you have the MVP, which is for the full season, and you give the award and include the postseason, and then you say, wow, so and so really got hot in the postseason and did great.
Right.
Right.
That's unfair to the guys that didn't get in.
Completely.
You don't get to put that on your resume. Why?
No.
Because I
Right,
it's
didn't
fine
get
the
in.
way. Right. That's my point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I was okay. With all the rest of them, I don't think there was any really surprise. I saw one stat that came across last night that Altuve was the shortest MVP
Ever.
ever.
Over Rizzuto? Was it Rizzuto like 5'6" or 5'7"? How tall
He's
is Altuve?
5'4",
He's 5'4"?
isn't he? Or how tall is?
And it was listed at 5'6", but
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's in his cleats.
Yes.
High cleats.
The steel
heel-
ones. The steel ones.
The heeled cleats.
The steel ones.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm telling you what,
He
he
was
had a
great.
great year, and he deserved
He
it.
really did. He deserved
4-3
it.
in a row. He's led the American League.
And Judge won rookie. And the rookie of the year, I thought, the third time they had double unanimous rookie of the years,
Both sides won it.
where both sides were and that
Could
was
not.
by far the easiest
Oh, yeah.
of any.
Completely.
Judge and Judge and Bellinger had won that.
They had won that in September, before September
Oh,
ever got
they
there.
won that by the All-Star break. They had already won that
Yeah.
pretty much. I mean, they were near closing in on 30 home runs each.
Yep.
So
I thought most of them were right on the money, and I thought it was a pretty good end of the year. I didn't listen to any of them. I didn't watch any of them. I told you guys to boycott it last week, so I boycotted it this week. I didn't watch any of the shows. I don't know if they even had a show. They just released it. I would see it on the bottom of the ticker watching something else.
they had a show.
We did. I watched the MVP one yesterday.
I did not watch the show.
And I thought it was kind of, they have the three guys, and it's like, come on, with the Rookie of the Year, was there any doubt that it was going to be Bellinger or Judge? I mean, why do you even have, the third guy must be there, just like, okay, I gotta, go to the
'Cause
movies in
it's a-
15 minutes, can you just get this done? I mean,
It's a requirement from the MLB Players Association. They got to show up, but you get paid to go. Where was
Well,
it?
if not, they'd have nothing to do on the previous Monday, where they announced. I mean, that's one day announcing the three guys.
and I like the fact that they didn't have, and I love Mike Trout, but that Trout wasn't the third guy, that they at least had somebody different. I mean, because it's so easy to pick Mike Trout, and I guess you could pick Bryce Harper too, but I mean, the guy from Cleveland, I just blanked on his name. Ramirez. Yeah, I mean, it was nice to see somebody different in there and get some recognition at least. But yeah, I mean, Altuve was just, I texted you guys. I said, of course, prejudice against tall people, but no, he's great, and he had a great year. And
Would Judge have been the tallest?
Judge was tall. He
Would
won
Judge have been
rookie-
the tallest
See the
rookie
tallest
of the-
rookie of the year?
the tallest MVP?
I didn't check.
Well, you're the hype man. You're the guy.
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't
6'7".
see that. I didn't
6'7". I
I
don't think so. I mean, I don't think Frank Howard ever got it. He never got MVP. He got Rookie of the Year though. Frank Howard got Rookie of the Year.
How tall was he?
He's like 6'7" or 6'8".
So he may not be.
So yeah, Judge might be.
Hey, we're going to come back. One of the things I want to talk to you guys, and you guys can be thinking about it and everything. All these young stars, the Altuves, the Stantons, and whatever, winning all kinds of awards, the 2 Rookie of the Years and everything. But let's look back, okay? Carlos Beltran hung up the cleats. We'll talk about it when we
Okay.
come back.
Hey, wait a minute. I got
Oh,
a
wait.
teaser, another teaser.
Another teaser.
I've got something that neither one of these guys have seen yet, and you're going to want to watch their reactions when they get to see it. Hang
Okay.
on, we'll be
All
right
right, now
back.
I'm
Hey,
excited.
I'm eating the sandwich. This is good.